Good morning, students. This lesson is of class 8th for the subject of mathematics, chapter 1, rational numbers, which is being submitted to you on 12th April 2021. Children, in the last week assignment, we have discussed about addition properties on rational numbers. Now, in today's topic, we will discuss the multiplication and division of rational numbers and its properties. Students, remember, along with addition properties, we have also discussed subtraction properties also. So let us start today's topic, multiplication of rational numbers. If A upon B and C upon D are two rational numbers, then A upon B multiplied by C upon D, that is A into C upon B into D. That is, the product of two rational numbers is equal to product of their numerator upon product of their denominators. Is it clear to everyone? Now, see, the first property is closure property. The product of two rational numbers is always a rational number if A upon B and C upon D are two rational numbers, then A upon B multiplied by C upon D is also a rational number. For example, 2 upon 3 multiplied by 5 upon 7 is equal to 10 upon 21, which is again a rational number. Also, minus 4 upon 3 multiplied by minus 2 upon 5, that is equal to 8 upon 16 is a rational number. Now let us discuss the second, that is commutative property. Two rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. If A upon B and C upon D are two rational numbers, then A upon B multiplied by C upon D is equal to C upon D multiplied by A upon B. For example, let minus 5 upon 2 and 1 upon 3 are two rational numbers. Then minus 5 upon 2 multiplied by 1 upon 3 will give us the result as minus 5 upon 6. Similarly, now if you change the order, 1 upon 3 multiplied by minus 5 upon 2. Here also the answer is minus 5 upon 6. Is it clear? So, the commutative property holds for two rational numbers. Now students, let us discuss the next property, that is associative property. Now here, in this property, while multiplying three or more rational numbers, they can be grouped in any order. That is, if A upon B, C upon D and E upon F are three rational numbers, then A upon B into C upon D, which is in bracket, multiplied by E upon F, that is equal to A upon B multiplied by, now within bracket, C upon D multiply by E upon F. So example here is, let us consider three rational numbers, that is 1 by 2, minus 3 by 7 and minus 5 upon 2. Then the left hand side is 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 3 upon 7, which is within the bracket, will give us as minus 3 upon 14. And it is multiplied by minus 5 upon 2. So the answer is 15 upon 18. Similarly, when we solve the right hand side, that is keeping 1 upon 2 outside the bracket and multiplying the last two terms, that is minus 3 upon 7 into minus 5 upon 2. So again the answer is same. So that means the associative property holds for multiplication. Now let us discuss the next, that is existence of multiplicative identity. For any rational number a upon b, now if you multiply a upon b by 1, the result is a upon b. Also, if you multiply 1 with a upon b, then also the result is a upon b. For example, minus 3 upon 11 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by minus 3 upon 11. That is equal to minus 3 upon 11. I hope it is clear. Now the next is existence of multiplicative inverse. If a upon b is a rational number, then there exists a rational number b upon a such that a upon b multiplied by b upon a is equal to 1. For example, the multiplicative inverse of 6 upon 7 is 7 upon 6. So we just the reciprocal of the given number. Clear? Now the next property is multiplicative property of 0. Every rational number when multiplied by 0, it gives 0. That is, a upon b multiplied by 0 is also 0, as well as 0 multiplied by a upon b is also 0. For example, 15 upon 13 multiplied by 0 is 0. Similarly, 0 multiplied by 15 upon 13 is also 0. Now, let us move to next property, that is distributive property. For any three rational numbers, that is a upon b, c upon d and e upon f, we have a upon b multiplied by, now within bracket, c upon d plus e upon f. That is equal to a upon b multiplied by c upon d plus a upon b multiplied by e upon f. Now let us consider an example. So example is, consider numbers 2 upon 3, 4 upon 5 and 5 upon 7. Then 2 upon 3 multiplied by 4 upon 5 plus 5 upon 7 is equal to, now let us open this. So that is equal to 2 upon 3 multiplied by 4 upon 5 plus 2 upon 3 multiplied by 5 upon 7. Is it clear? So when you solve both the sides, both will be equal to each other. I hope it is clear to everyone now. So this is called distributive property. Now students, before going further in the topic, let me ask you a question. You may listen to the question carefully and then pause the lesson for 5 minutes to solve the given question in your maths register. So here the question is, verify that 6 upon 7 multiplied by minus 7 upon 10, which is within the bracket, is multiplied by minus 15 upon 8, that is equal to 6 upon 7 multiplied by minus 7 upon 10 multiplied by minus 15 upon 8. Now students, you should know which property is this. Yes, it is associative property of multiplication. Now, pause the lesson for 5 minutes and solve the given question in your maths register. 5 minutes break is over, children. Now let us continue with the topic. So, let us discuss division of rational numbers. Students, till now we have discussed about addition, subtraction and multiplication of rational numbers. Now, let us discuss about division. The division is the inverse of multiplication. So let us discuss the first property, that is closure property. If A upon B and C upon D be two rational numbers such that C upon D is not equal to 0, then A upon B divided by C upon D is also a rational number. For example, minus 1 upon 2 and 3 upon 4 is equal to minus 1 upon 2 divided by 3 upon 4. Now, in order to remove the division sign, we'll take the reciprocal of the second term and we use multiplication sign. So here the answer is minus 2 upon 3, which is also a rational number. Now let us discuss about commutative property. Now here, let us try to understand this with the help of an example. 3 upon 5 divided by 4 upon 5, that is equal to 21 upon 20. Clear? And 4 upon 7 divided by 3 upon 5, that is equal to 20 upon 21. So students, you can see that right hand side and left hand side, they both are unequal. Therefore, A upon B divided by C upon D is not equal to C upon D divided by A upon B. Hence, commutative property for division does not hold. Now let us discuss the next property, that is associative property. A upon B divided by C upon D divided by E upon F is not equal to A upon B divided by C upon D divided by E upon F. Now let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Now let the numbers are 1 upon 2, 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3. So 3 upon 2 divided by 5 upon 3 will give us 9 upon 10. So 1 by 2 divided by 9 upon 10 will give us 5 upon 9. Now this is the left hand side. Now let us put the values in the right hand side. So here 1 upon 2 divided by 3 upon 2 give us the result as 1 upon 3. Now 1 upon 3 multiplied by 3 upon 5 is equal to 1 upon 5. Now students, you can see that left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Therefore, division is not associative. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now children, let us discuss few questions from exercise 1B of your textbook. Question number 1, third part is minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 9 upon 8 is equal to, now here we multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. So the answer is 9 upon 16. Right? Now, question number 2 is verify the commutative law of multiplication. So the third part is 3 upon minus 8 and 16, that is minus 16 upon 15. So here we have to prove that. Now what is commutative property? That is A upon B into C upon D is equal to C upon D into A upon B. This we have already discussed. So let us solve the left hand side first. Now after solving the left hand side, the answer is 2 upon 5. Children, you need to show the steps and all the calculations here, right? And the right hand side is also 2 upon 5. Hence, now since left hand side and right hand side both are equal to each other, so commutative law of multiplication is verified. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Now let us move to next question. Question number 3, second part. Verify the associative law of multiplication. And the numbers are minus 5 upon 7, 1 by 2 and minus 21 upon 20. Now we have to prove that minus 5 upon 7 multiply by, now within the bracket, 1 by 2 multiply by minus 21 upon 20. That is equal to, now within the bracket, minus 5 upon 7 multiply by 1 by 2. Now outside the bracket, multiply by minus 21 upon 20. Now students, here also we will solve right hand side and left hand side separately. Now left hand side is 3 upon 8 after solving. Similarly, after solving the right hand side, the answer is 3 upon 8. So LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, associative law of multiplication is verified. Is it clear to everyone now? Now our next question is verify. Now in order to verify, we have to prove that the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So first of all, let us solve the left hand side. So the answer is 19 upon 42. And after solving the right hand side, again the answer is 19 upon 42. Students, remember here you need to show the calculation, all the steps properly, right? All this is your fair work. So LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. Now the next question number 6 is using distributive property, find the value of 7 upon 15 multiply by minus 50 upon 49 plus 7 upon 15 multiply by 1 upon 49. Now children, here you can see that 7 upon 15 is common. So let us take 7 upon 15 common. So we will have 7 upon 15 outside the bracket, and inside the bracket we are left with minus 50 upon 49 and 1 upon 49. Now since there was addition sign, so we'll use the same. So let us solve the bracket here first. So you can see the denominator is same. So after solving the bracket, the answer here is minus 1. So 7 upon 15 into minus 1 is minus 7 upon 15. Clear? Now let us discuss few questions from exercise 1C of your textbook. So question number 1, fourth part is 12 upon 25 divided by minus 4 upon minus 5. So after cancelling the term, that means after simplification, the answer is 3 upon 5. Now question number 2, third part is again same, division. So here the answer is minus 10. Now let's move to next question. Question number 4, B part is the product of two rational numbers is minus 6. If one of the number is minus 8, find the other number. So the solution here is, let the other number be x. Then x into minus 8 is equal to minus 6. So now minus 8 will go to other side and it will get divided. So x is equal to 3 upon 4 after the calculation part. Therefore, the other number is 3 upon 4. Now the last question for today is, by what rational number should minus 8 upon 25 be divided to get 3 upon 10? So the solution is, let the rational number be x. Then minus 8 upon 25 divided by x is equal to 3 upon 10. Now students, here after division sign it is x. So x will become 1 upon x. That is, we take the reciprocal and put the sign of multiplication. So here 1 upon x is equal to 3 upon 10. Now minus 8 upon 25 will go to other side, that is left side to right side, and sign of division will come here. I hope you know how to shift the terms, right? So 1 upon x is equal to 15 upon minus 16. So after taking the reciprocals, x is equal to minus 16 upon 15. So this is the required number. Now children, I hope you all have understood the exercise very well. So you are required to do the following questions in your maths register. Now the questions from exercise 1B is question number 1, 2nd, 7th and 10th part. Question number 2, 2nd and 4th part. Question number 3, 1st and 3rd part. Then question number 4, 1st, 2nd, 6th, 9th and 11th and 12th part. Question number 5, 1st, 5th part. Question 6, 1st and 4th part, and then question number 7. And also questions from exercise 1C are question 1, 5th, 7th, 8th and 10th part. Question 2, 2nd and 4th part. Then question number 3, 1st part. Question 4, A part. Question 5, B part. Question 6 and question 7. Children, there are few extra questions also for you. Question number 1 is, by what number should we multiply minus 5 upon 14 so that the product may be minus 1 upon 6? Question number 2 is, divide the sum of 2 upon 7 and 3 upon 5 by their product. Question number 3 is divide the sum of minus 9 upon 7 and 7 upon 3 by the difference of 3 upon 5 and 2 upon 7. And the last question is, by what number should we divide minus 63 upon 15 to get minus 3? Now students, you are requested to do all these questions in your maths register very neatly. Now thank you everyone.